It's a little girl's dream to grow up big and strong, to find Prince Charming and make babies with the love of her life. But what happens when Prince Charming isn't Prince Charming? There's a silent pandemic that's happening right close to your home that needs to be heard. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to open your eyes to a baffling actuality of domestic abuse so that you can do your part to save the lives of innocent women here in your hometown of Lexington. My name is Alexa Loy, and I'm coming to you from the Nest organization located here in Lexington, Kentucky. We're a nonprofit that works specifically with women and children of all ages who are fleeing some type of horrid situation related to domestic abuse. Women in the region have very little places to turn to when running from domestic abuse. So the Nest is one of the only places in Lexington and the surrounding counties, cities, regions, whatever you want to say, that works specifically with women and children. The population of Lexington is rather large, so just the fact that there's minimal places for these types of people to turn to whenever they're in a terrible situation and in desperate need of counseling, advice, resources, it's just really kind of like unfathomable to think about. So at the Nest, we serve around 135 women per month, which is nearly 1,700 in total per year. Some of those women stay with us a couple months, some 6 months, some an entire year, and some we treat for just about 1 or 2 weeks. It's all dependent on the individual and their specific situation. So one issue that we're currently having due to the whole entire COVID-19 pandemic that's happening globally is a major lack of resources. We aren't getting the normal amount of donations, whether that be monetary, whether that be diapers for the children, whether that be, hand-me-down clothes that people so generously donate to us. We aren't getting these usual donations that we bank on every single month. So that's one problem that we are having like crazy that has got to be helped in some way, or else we're just not going to be able to properly serve all the women that we come in contact with on a regular basis. Another thing is our client to employee ratio. Because we are really down on our monetary kind of income from donations, we aren't able to hire new employees to serve the consistently growing number of people that we serve. So because of this, we're unfortunately either A, having to turn away women when they come to us, or B, not properly serve them like we could. So because of this, the Nest is really trying to raise around $5,000 to help sustain just our building for the summer months. So this is the first step to fixing all these major problems. We right now are in such a predicament that we can't even afford to keep our building running for the summer months that are coming up. So $5,000 will cover June, July, and August payments to our utilities. So without meeting this benchmark, we will be forced to shut down. We won't be able to provide the counseling, the clothing, the diapers, the food to all the people that come to us, because there's just no way that we can, keep our lights turned on. So what I'm asking is for you to just think about how it would make you feel to know that you could directly aid in the betterment of innocent women's lives. I mean, I can't even imagine what it would be like if I was in the same shoes as one of these women. And for all we know, you could be someone who's experienced something like this in your past. And if you are, or if you have any idea how these women could be feeling, just think about what you could be doing for their lives and how you could just be one stepping stone in creating just this wonderful life for them out of this horrid state that they're in. So in saying that, if you could so generously make any type of donation, not only are you benefiting us and the women that we serve, but you're directly benefiting yourself. because we can operate and serve all the women in need that come to us. And you could even use the donation as a tax write-off on top of just the satisfaction to your conscience for doing something so generous for someone that doesn't have as much as you do. So in the end, I just want you to think about how many women there are out here like this. So it's definitely way more people than you think that suffer from domestic abuse. On a typical day, there are more than 20,000 phone calls placed to a domestic violence hotline nationwide. And 1 in 4 women, so that could be someone in this room, are victims of domestic abuse. We must work as a community to help those affected as much as possible. If you will please fill out the information card at your seat, we will get someone in touch with you within the next 2 days about your donation. Thank you very much.